Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Prissy Solo, and today I will be giving y'all an update on my brother got shot story time video. If you guys are new here, my big brother had got shot by a police officer a few months ago, so go check out that story time. If you guys are returning, thank you guys so much for coming back, and all of the inquiries that I have been getting about my brother Stefan is greatly appreciated. You guys have donated, you guys have sent me your prayers, you guys have kept us in your prayers. You guys have inquired so many times and asked me, Prissy, what's going on with your brother? So I want to first start off by saying that I have not went MIA on you guys just because, in terms of my brother Stefan. I didn't just like fall off just because I didn't no longer want to get you guys involved. I have involved you guys, and I actually need you guys to stay involved, because as long as there is light on the situation, I think that we can continue to progress in it versus if no one knew about what's going on, and if I had stayed quiet and kept it in, then it could have been worse. My brother is not dead. My brother is actually fighting for his life still. He's recovering. He's still currently in the hospital. We still have not been able to see him. None of my family members or myself have been able to see my brother because he is in police custody. They have him currently in police custody with attempted murder charges against the police officer, which is very crazy, being that he was the one that is assaulted. Well, that was attempted murder on. He was the victim. He is the one who is currently fighting for his life in hospital, and me and my family are not a threat to him. I can only imagine what he's going through, having to recover through all of this by himself. He's not by himself in spirit, though. We are heavy in prayers for him. We are. We also have seek legal representation. So we do have legal representation, but however, I would say this: even with legal representation, we still haven't gotten the answers that we want. We still have not, like I said, been able to see him. I haven't spoke to him. Um, I have been told that we're not allowed to see him until he is moved to um, jail. And of course, we want him to stay in the hospital and get the medical attention that he needs. Um, First off, that is the update. I just want to say that that's the update. That's why I haven't came to you guys with anything, because I really wanted to have more. I really want to be able to share more. I want more. I want more than just what I'm currently being fed. It's not fair. It's I told y'all this before, and I'll say it again. It has been living in a nightmare. I just have gotten better with being able to um, cope. Um, so let's get off my brother for a moment and just touch bases on what happens in this type of situations with you and with your family and whatnot. So um, I feel like, okay, your whole family rallies around you, which is great. We have a big family, and we all very much want the same for my brother, and that's for him to be um, healthy and for him to come out of this victorious, and the charges against him to be dropped, and just for him to be able to start anew. But the hard part with all of this, besides not being able to see him and know if he's okay and whatnot being kept from him, is the people that's keeping him from him are the ones who harmed him. And it's also the fact that it's like you're like in the dark, like you're just hoping for the best. We leaning on so much on faith right now, and just knowing that this process is not near over, and I'm constantly getting asked like, what's going on, what's new, or it does get radio silence. Like, if you ever lost somebody, thank God I'm not in a position where I'm talking about my brother in the past tense, but if you lost somebody, then you know that the first couple of weeks, everybody's reaching out to you, everybody is concerned, and then it gets like your phone's not stop ringing, and then it gets radio silence. Like, it gets so quiet, you don't hear anything, and then it's crazy because life must go on, right? And you don't want it to. You want everything to slow down. You don't feel like doing day-to-day things is hard. You know I just been really focused on not staying in that sad, um depressed state. um I know that God is working. I know that our prayers are working. Please keep praying, you guys. All your donations will be used to go towards his criminal attorney or whatever we need in the sense of his legal representation, because that's the only way that we could fight this at this point. And I have nothing to do with the money. I know that a lot of you guys had donated on the strength of me, and I really appreciate that. But I haven't not accessed the money. I'm not touching the money. That money is not being used for anything personal to me. I really wish I had more to say to you guys about what's going on. I wish I knew more. It's something that is like, I'm so grateful that he's alive and that he pulled through and that he made it. It's miraculous. It's I'm telling y'all, I just know that prayer works. That's something else I learned being in this situation, and how much more I'm trying to be there for my family. You know, I just really realize how fast things can change, and we all can relate to that, right? Like with COVID, but like this is even like worse, because it's like you don't want to get that phone call of bad news. So we've been taking no news as good news, and that sucks. It really does, but it's what's been keeping us going. Stefan has so many people that have showed concern, from family members and friends of family, and I just wish he knew how much we are out here just rooting for him. And I just also learned that it could be you. Don't never think it can't be you in any situation. Don't ever think it can't be you. And we got to be there for each other, because when stuff like this happens, you don't know what to do. Like, you don't know what to do. There's so many suggestions. There's so many closed doors. It's just really like a pins and needles situation to be in, because it's like it hurts, you know. And this has been at this point, you guys, it's been like 3 months. It's been, and we're still being denied access to him. If we call the hospital and ask for an update on how he's doing, no one's calling us and telling us an update. We're not being given an update when we call. Like I said, I've gotten to a point where I've learned to cope in the ways of I'm still keeping on, but I remember it being really angry for me, and hurtful to like see everyone to keep going on, and for everything to keep going on around me, knowing that like I just wasn't in that space. Like I'm not in that space, and I just can't deal with the fact that no one else seems to care as much. And I'm not saying like my family or nothing like that. I'm just saying like when you're in these situations, sometimes you get help from places that you didn't expect, and then sometimes it feels like, and maybe this is just a Leo in me, that you feel like the people that you have been there for or in similar situations aren't there enough. You know what I mean? And you're like, help me, I'm drowning. I'm drowning over here. I'm smiling to keep going. I'm not talking about it every day and stuff, but I think about Stefan so much. I cry a lot, and I pray a lot. I worry a lot. So I'm not gonna cry on this video. We're not doing this again. But yeah, thank you guys. This is the update. I will continue to keep you guys updated. We have a long journey ahead of us. I said jury because I'm thinking of court. It's gonna be a long case that's being drug out just based off of things that we're hearing from the lawyer and just the cooperation that we're getting from the police department. We just know that this is not going to be easy at all, and it's going to be a long process. So if you guys don't mind, I would like to continue to keep you guys updated on what's going on as it keeps going on. That's all I got. Ain't got no more for now. I hope next time that we sit around and we talk about Stefan again, it's great news. I can tell y'all that I seen him, I seen his face, and I heard his voice, and I am told that he is talking. Stefan is a survivor. He's so strong. He's actually helped, I think, not only myself, but like my siblings and my mother and my father, just to see how strong we all are. And it's time like to be in a situation like this, you know what I mean, and to still be standing, you know. But that's it. And if you guys would like to help out with his legal representation, I will put the GoFundMe inside of the description box, because as y'all can imagine, it is very expensive to pay for attorneys. But I said this once and I'll say it again. I'd much rather be faced with having to pay for attorney fees and be in and out of court fighting for him versus just having to have had bury him, you know. So his children miss him dearly. I say that just in case he does see this. The kids miss you a lot. They do ask about you. And I'm gonna end it, y'all, because I'm not crying again on here. Not this time. I don't think that just because I'm doing videos continuously that like everything is all peachy. You know what I mean? Like I have to continue to be strong. I have to. I have children, and he's not gone. You know, he's not gone. So I do have much to still be grateful for, despite the police nearly killing my brother. And like I said, don't ever think it can't be you guys. Especially, you know, my people of color here in America. Like this stuff is serious. It's serious, and it happens all over the place. It's not like a certain state or side of north, south, east, west that this type of things happen. This is the plague that is plaguing our communities, our homes, our families. But you know, I'm not going to touch into that too much